We're down here at Garland Nursery today. I'm with Erica. Erica, houseplants are the craze. We've heard a lot of that. We see it all over social media.
Yep.
And they're getting everywhere. They're popular.
Yeah.
But people that are just kind of getting into it may be a little timid about what to know, because it's different than growing a plant outside.
Yes.
But you've picked out some great plants today that are kind of some beginner plants.
The tried and true, I like to call them. They're easy. They can handle all different types of light. They don't tend to get bugs or insect or disease. So these are the ones that if somebody comes in and says, I'm a newbie, I want to have some plants that are great inside for low light, high light, whatever, these are my standards that I go to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are some of the ones that you got here?
Well, of course, the easy peasy cutest one is the Marble Queen Pothos. It's great for a trailing space. Again, it can handle low light. It can handle a little bit more light. Watering, it's forgiving on the water. If it dries out a little bit, it's not going to croak on you. It'll just perk right back up. It's good to make sure that when you water anything that you take it to the sink or do something where the water's draining out of it. So that's one of the keys for all these plants. But
because some of us tend, we'll put it in a little decorative pot.
Yes.
On our,
yes.
Make it look nice.
Yes. They call them cash pose.
Okay. There you go. But they don't have drainage holes.
Correct. Yeah.
And so it's
it's a big thing. I mean, all the beautiful pots that we have in here, or not all of them, but a lot of them don't have a drain hole. And so people say, well, I can water it just the right amount. Well, no one can ever do that. You really want to either drop it into that pot if it doesn't have a drain hole so that you can lift it out and water it correctly.
Right, which is a good tip, because you don't want it to sit there and drown in it.
Correct, yes.
Okay, and then you have a couple other plants in here, some nice ones.
So these have been around for a little while, but they're still super cool. They feel like tropical. It's a ZZ plant. This is the traditional ZZ. Then you've got the Lucky ZZ. This has the rounded leaves. And again, this is one that is fine with low light. It can handle even more light. It's, again, so great because the watering situation on them, they can handle a little less, they can handle a little more. They're just a standard great, they grow quite large, so it's good for a space if you're trying to block a corner, that type of thing. They're good for that situation. I was saying to you earlier, plugging in something you want to hide your plug in. I do that a lot with these. I'll just put them in front so no one knows that I have things plugged in.
And they have really nice glossy green.
Yes, yes. They make me feel like I'm on vacation.
Right.
So does this one.
Right. And then this fun one. Look at the
yes, the Monstera. So those are just awesome. They do need a little support. I mean, these can get pretty big. So some sort of supporting system for them. Okay. So you need a larger space for them, medium light on them. Really, they're just, again, a tropical foliage situation for me that for a dorm room would be great going up and around your bed. I don't know, whatever. Something
and then, these have the splits in the leaves.
Yes, yes. And as they get older, they split more.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And then this guy here.
Okay, the Chinese Evergreen, Cutlass, I think is his name, or her name. A larger specimen as well. Medium light. What else about him that's so great? I mean, the variegation on the foliage is spectacular. Again, a medium water, so it can handle just average watering. Nothing it doesn't all fall apart if it doesn't get enough water. It can stay evenly moist, I guess is what they usually tend to say.
And then the last one here.
The last one, this is the dry baby right here. This is Sansevieria. Her name is Whitney, and she can handle super dry soil, low light up to bright light. There's quite a few varieties of Sansevieria. This one has more of the marbling of the kind of cream on the edges. There's some with yellow edging. They kind of are more of an upright, kind of cool structural plant, I guess I'd say, architecturally cute. I don't know.
Yeah, and they're your picks are all very durable. And,
yes.
Very, like you said, they're good for the beginner.
Yes, yes. And I believe this is the one, the Sansevieria Whitney is the one that has the best air pollution quality. What is it? The allergens. It takes the allergens
out of the air.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of information on plants. You guys have a great selection down here. So make sure you come down to Garland Nursery, talk to their staff about house plants. You can get into the beginnings and all the way up onto some of the collector things. So Erica, appreciate all the information today and showing us all these great plants. So make sure you come on down to Garland Nursery.
Yeah. Thanks.